Alrighty, guys. Hey, Phil Tubbs here with I Never Met a Stranger I Didn't Like podcast. I'm here in Claremore at the Claremore Conference Center with Jeff. Jeff, tell us what's going on over here.
Sure, we have the Claremore Comic Con this weekend. We had yesterday just wrapped up, the February the 24th. We had a lot of great people out here, a lot of great fans meeting Walter Jones, Billy West, and some anime names. There was a lot of excitement. I was very pleased with the turnout. We had a bigger turnout than we did last show, which is always a big
Awesome.
plus. So that allows us to keep continuing to grow and build the show, and maybe look at next show. What are we going to do? Are we going to go into a bigger space?
Yeah.
Are we going to bring in more people, more
hmm
vendors, etc. So no, it was a great turnout, and we're getting ready for Sunday. And yeah, we hope for the same. And yeah, we'll have
Yeah,
a good day.
Sundays, we're about to open. You guys are about to open doors here
Yeah,
pretty quick.
we're going to open here in a little bit, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
What
And
time today?
10 o'clock today. It's 10 to 4.
10 to 4.
And then Billy West and Walter Jones will be here till 4 o'clock. And then the anime voice actors, they'll probably cut out about 2.
2.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm telling guys, Billy West, if you guys don't know who Billy West is, the voice of probably all of
Everybody.
our childhood.
Yes, he's the voice of everybody. And when I booked this show specifically, this was the one time I've been able to book Billy West.
Uh-huh.
And I was typically I don't book for my own
Yeah,
satisfaction.
not for you.
So I'm like, I try to book people that I'm like, okay, other people will like it, this
Mhm.
person or that person or these roles. But Billy West is like, I'm a huge Nickelodeon kid.
Yeah.
I love Doug. That was my
Yeah,
thing.
Doug, that's one
Yeah.
of my things.
And the coolest thing about Doug was you could get VHS tapes, and I remember orange VHS
Yeah.
tapes.
Yep.
And I had so many orange Nickelodeon VHS tapes of Doug. So, and then, just legendary.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's great to have him. And, he has Futurama, obviously, and Ren and Stimpy. And
I know, Ren and Stimpy, like that's, I mean, when I was a kid, I know we probably shouldn't have been watching it that young,
Yeah.
but we were still watching it. We were laughing, didn't know what was going on, but it's hilarious.
Right.
Even now I watch it and I still laugh, and I'm 35 years old. So
Right.
the boy's still in me. So even now, like he's still going. And we got Walter Jones. I mean, if people know who he is
Right.
the Black Ranger.
He is the original Black Power Ranger,
Like,
and there's only so many original Power Rangers, and
yeah,
unfortunately, a couple are not with
I
us
know.
anymore,
Yeah,
and
that's,
some of them don't really care to do conventions
yeah.
either. So it was really.
I mean, you got to take your chance to come and get it while you can.
Oh yeah.
He did a little panel in here yesterday. I saw him. He was talking. It was awesome. There was quite a few people in here listening to him. He was going through his little stories and giving
Yeah.
us a lot of background. He was over there just talking to people and hanging out
Yeah.
too. Like, I mean, get your chance while you can. We're all getting older.
Right.
They're getting older.
Yeah, they're getting older too, and he's a little older than he looks for sure.
Oh yeah.
And, but and then 30 years later, he starred in the new Power Rangers movie on Netflix.
Yeah,
he was the star.
It came out last year, right?
Yeah, last year.
So yeah, and it's on there, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
I
watched it last night.
Did you?
So, yeah,
you got to get a little pumped up
cool,
for it.
So,
yeah.
But he's so great with the fans, and we even got some messages after the show. Thanks so much for bringing them. You made my kid's day, or you made my day.
Yeah.
So that's really big for us.
So you get to not only get to have fun yourself, but you're getting to bring joy to all these people that we don't get a lot of this here in our area, and so it's really cool. It's really cool that you guys do this, and and I think the reason I wanted to come over here and do this with you real quick is because I want to get people over here. Because my family came out here yesterday. I just came just to come, and I started walking around. And I was like, "This is awesome."
Right.
I was like, "I got to talk to somebody because this is cool because we need more of this."
Yeah, and it's one of those things. So I've born and raised in Oklahoma my whole life. I grew up in Yukon. Now I live in Edmond. But outside of Oklahoma City, there's very few actual events that communities can enjoy anymore. I feel like, maybe there used to be big events on the outskirts or in the suburban areas, and or more rural areas and counties, and now those have kind of slowly dwindled away, and they only have big events in Tulsa, downtown Tulsa, downtown Oklahoma City.
Yep.
So, we've been doing shows for about 3 years now, and that is my goal, is to put them in smaller communities that don't have anything, or don't have that many options.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, we grew up with Ren and Stimpy and Doug and kids these days are growing up with anime.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to some parents of people that of kids that love anime, and they're like, I don't really understand anime. I'm not really sure what's going on. And the best way I describe it is it's our Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
Sorry. They grew up with anime. We grew up with Scooby-Doo and Doug and all that. So that is the modern cartoon is anime.
Yeah, it's really big right now. Like you said, we might not get it, but there's a lot of people that really love it. It gives them that joy that those shows gave us back then. Yeah. And I mean, and it's a lot of work you guys put into it. You guys go in, and you guys are doing not only shows here in Claremore, but you guys are doing a little over, Oklahoma, a little bit in Kansas, Texas, right? Too.
Yeah, we have some, Amarillo, Wichita, Kansas. We've been in Wichita Falls, Texas before. Mm-hmm. We have a show in Muskogee, April 27th.
So not too far from here.
Right down the road.
Would you say when is it?
April 27th and 28th.
April 27th, 28th.
And that's going to be a first time in Muskogee. So that my goal is to just try to get the word out there.
So Muskogee,
here we go. Yeah, we're coming.
They're coming. And I'll tell you, if it's anything like it is here in Claremore, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And we're cheap. We're cheap for the industry.
Yes.
And
I think I paid for my whole family to come, like $51.
Yep. So we try to, and that's for the whole weekend, not just
one day. For the whole weekend. So like that's yesterday and today.
So we do typically do a $15 ticket for adults, and that's good for the entire weekend. And other shows this level in other areas are $30 to $40.
Yeah.
And so I just don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I just think when you have a family of 4 and you're paying over $100 to walk in the door, that's not right.
Well, then they can't. Your actual money, that $100 is gone now. They can spend it to the vendors.
And then if the kids see something they want for $10, I've already spent $100. So I like to get people in the door as cheap as humanly possible and let them enjoy their time.
You can still make some money, and you don't have to make. You don't have to.
And this will show you, and other promoters or shows will hate that I say this. This will show you the level of greed at some shows.
Oh, yeah.
So, like I'm telling you, you can do it charging $15 for an adult for the entire weekend.
Because I'll tell you, I spent probably 2 to 3 times what I paid at the door just on vendors and when I was in there.
Yeah. And that's the thing is
it gave me money to be able to do that and have my kids to enjoy that stuff.
Right. And these shows are not possible without vendors. So that's another reason why. Save your money at the door, come spend it inside with vendors on stuff you like, something tangible that you can, you're going to remember the show, but now you have something you can, look at and say, I remember I was at this show. I met Billy West. I met Walter Young.
Yeah.
Or Walter Jones. So that's very important.
And then you get, also a lot of these are local. They're local artists from, not just Claremore, but around the surrounding areas. And then we have some a little bit further away. They're coming out of Texas and things like that, but in other areas, but there's a lot of local people here too, so you can get to see some of the stuff they do, and then maybe even get a business card from them. And if there's something else in the future you want, it's real easy. They're Broken Arrow, or they're also Claremore.
They're right here.
Yeah.
And so this weekend we have vendors literally from Claremore. We have a lot from Owasso, Tulsa, but we also have some from Kentucky, and we have one from Tennessee. So it's a good mixture, and we do have a crew of regular vendors that pretty much goes to all our shows, but then we do have a variety that are kind of one time or a little bit different,
just in certain areas.
Yeah, but it's always good for a variety.
Yeah,
keep changing it up and hopefully see something different. Maybe last time you there's only 3 or 4 booths you really enjoyed, but maybe this time there were 6 or 7 you really enjoyed. So
and I'll say there was a wide variety, like you said. There was anime here. There was Pokemon, which my son went nuts over.
Right.
Brian Bird, who is artist here, he loved one of his pictures, and you had to have it. We had to buy it from it. Yeah. So now I got to go to Hobby Lobby and get it framed, because it's too good. I can't put it in just like a cheap Walmart frame.
Right.
And there was, even stuff for me, which I like The Office and Ted Lasso, things like that, stuff like that. And I found the coolest art, the Office prints and all kinds of stuff. And my wife's a big horror movie person, so she found hers. We have Barbies, we had Disney, we had everything that you guys. I saw Furbies out there.
Yeah, there's
Funkos galore.
Yes. There's definitely a little bit for everyone, in my opinion, and we try to put the best show together we can that the most people are going to enjoy.
Shoot, there's even bunk cakes. You can walk around and
get
a bunk cake from a
and
are they gonna be here today?
They'll be here today. That's Nothing Bunk Cakes from Owasso. So
yeah,
that's a local vendor. They're here to try to help advertise their business.
Mm-hmm.
It's a local, so I gave them a discounted space. Hey, come advertise your business, because I want the local community to do good too.
Yeah.
So,
and shoot, gives you something good to eat when you're walking around. Because I'm not gonna lie, they were amazing.
Yeah, they're good.
And so
I try to stay away from them, but
I know I've been trying to keep it going. It doesn't. The sweets are what get me.
Yeah, and there's some a bunch of freeze dried candy, which is incredible. That vendor's actually from Amarillo, Texas. Mm-hmm. He comes to almost all our shows.
And so happened to be like his name is Zebra. Rockin' Zebra. So fits in here good with us here in Claremore since we are the Claremore Zebras.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it works out good. But you had cosplay.
Yeah, we had the cosplay contest yesterday. We'll have a kids contest today.
Yeah.
We are not really strict on rules here. It's more for fun.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing in this building should be serious. It should be light and easygoing and have a good time.
Well, regardless of what what it looks like, a lot of people put a lot of time into those cosplay outfits.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of effort and time put into the costumes I saw yesterday.
Love.
There was some great. I think saw some really incredible Mortal Kombat cosplay.
Yeah,
that one stuck out to me a lot. That was a great turnout.
I saw Mando here yesterday.
Yep.
I saw the
Green Arrow.
The Green Arrow. Yeah. I saw what's the guy from Lord of the Rings?
Gandalf.
The guy with he's going after the ring. He's the bad guy, like the demon thing.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm not.
Don't roast me. I'm not big on Lord of the Rings. I'm more of a Harry Potter guy. Sorry about that.
If I would have said Harry Potter, he would have.
Yeah, I would have nailed it.
And I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch Harry Potter until last year. Never watched it ever. And my wife, I made a deal with her. You watch this, I'll watch all the Harry Potter's worth it. And I did, and I was like, why did I never watch this?
Yeah, I kind of was the same. I watched it about 5 years ago, and I watched it, and then we had to go to Universal Studios and go check all that out.
So. See, like now that I have watched it, because we're Disney, like we go to Disney and we like Disney and we love Disney. And so now that I've watched Harry Potter, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like I'm ready to go and start waving my wand around. I might sound stupid and say wrong names and things like that. But matter. Hey, I'm not. I've only been in it in a year.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and then they just announced the HBO series is coming out. So
so that'll be exciting. So
excited.
But Jeff, I just want to thank you guys. Not just you. You got a lot of people out here working out doing this. You guys are putting a lot of time and effort into our community, even though you're not from here.
Right.
You're not. You're an Okie.
Right.
You're not even from here, but you're still putting a lot of time and effort into to our community. And I appreciate that, and that's something that goes a long way. And I think you guys are coming back in August.
Yep, we already have our dates for August 3rd and 4th for Claremore again, and it's one of these type of shows. We're committed to Claremore, and we will be here often. And I was driving into town and I saw our billboard on a billboard banner for our show, and that's not something I did.
Really?
And I think it was the Chamber of Commerce. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to do some digging after the show because I need to figure out who to thank.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So they put a billboard for us right outside of town, and I think that's great because I think that shows me that someone in the community is recognizing we're bringing a good community event.
Yeah.
And they're trying to help us help Claremore.
It's safe. It's fun. I mean, this is good for the kids. It's good for your family. Just get out, have a break, come enjoy it. Because there's big things going to be coming close to Claremore here pretty soon. Veneta, we've got that huge amusement park coming in there.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of traffic there. We're going to have a lot of people coming in through Tulsa and going this way. We're going to have a lot of traffic there. We got this new highway going straight to Owasso from the highway. So we got a lot of stuff that's going to be really joining us here. So even Claremore, I believe, is going to grow and even get bigger and do things like that. And I think, like you said last time, you've gotten better. We got more people. We got bigger and things like that. So it's going to continue to grow and keep going. So guys, keep coming out. Come have fun. It's laid back. I mean, if it's not, you're like, oh, there's not going to be something for me. It's not my thing. No, there is.
There'll be something.
There is something here for you.
We have independent comic book artists that make their own comics. We have independent artists that write their own books. Yeah, there's literally something for everything.
Yeah, there's art for everything. I mean, if you know Funko Pops, there's a Funko Pop for almost everything. And if you are a diehard fan of even anything, and it might not even sound Comic-Con related, there's a Funko for it, and there's probably a good chance it's here.
Yeah,
and so there is something for you. Come check it out. It's going to be so much fun. I know we got 10 to 4 today.
Yep.
And then they're going to be back in August
3rd and 4th. I'm working on the lineup right now. So I don't know. I don't like to float names out there because I'm very superstitious.
Yes.
Sometimes I throw a lot of offers out into the world, and then I have to sit back and wait, sit on my hands, and who wants to come?
Yeah.
And so that's how that process works. For anyone wondering, I have a network of talent agents I work with, and pick up the phone and say, hey, here's who I'm thinking for these towns. And then they have to get with the talent, Walter Jones, Billy West. Hey, how's your schedule? Does this work for you? So yeah, it's always kind of putting pieces of puzzle together and bringing. I just try to bring people out that everybody in the family could find one person to relate to out of our group. And
Awesome.
I think we've definitely done that.
I think you did that this time. Like I said, you had a little bit of anime, you had old school, you had a mixture. So I'd like to follow up with you when we get closer to August and we start getting there. Maybe sit down. We can do a full podcast. Maybe get some of your other people that work with you guys, and we can get in here. We could all sit down and have a little talk, and just talk about the show, talk about that, get to know you guys a little bit, and what you guys are doing in this area and stuff, and really dig into it some more. But guys, come out, please come out. It's so much fun. You will not regret it. Bring the kids. After you get out of church, why not?
Yeah,
come a little bit of time
and check it out. One thing that we do too, we stopped charging about 2:00 today.
Well, there you go.
I'm not going to say cheat the system, but I'm happy if you come in at 2:00, check us out. Just come in, see what we're about.
At least, that way, get a look for it. So next time when August comes around, you're like, yeah, I'm definitely going back.
Right. So we do have a few vendors that start packing up around 2:00. So
you may miss some stuff.
You might, but
but may not.
May not.
There's still going to be. I bet you there's. I mean, if they're like me, I'm like, I don't wait. I keep on going till the end.
Right.
I'm like, hey, I might make that. I might get that other sale.
And come out and get excited for next time. And I started doing shows because I like going to shows, and I've been to some humongous shows, and I've been to some really small shows, but I enjoy them all.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, Jeff, I appreciate it, guys. It's over here, Claremore Conference Center, right behind Walmart.
Can't miss it.
You can't miss it. It's right here. You'll see lots of cars. So just come by, say hi, come take a look. It'll be fun. Jeff, thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, man. Bub.
Thank you.